Yeah, yeah. This is Point Black, coming in hard and off the car, coming with the flow from the barrio and the listening device downstairs so the whole neighborhood can hear me as I flow. This is PB Ed Point Black Dash the news, the late and the great edition and the ghetto edition as well. You know what I'm saying? Because this is how we do it with the facts to crack backs, the flow from the barrio, the heat from the street, that boom big to the lying ass niggas. This is what we must do. You know what I'm saying? Now today we see another little situation coming on strong. You know what I'm saying? Many things in the news going on and many people doing many things. You know what I'm saying? As we see the amount of situation that is amounting on their neck as well. You know what I'm saying? While they're busy talking about Trump. But we have a one coming in, you know what I'm saying, off the OK magazine, you know what I'm saying, a reporter by the name of Aaron Johnson 3 days ago, you know what I'm saying, coming off the KC, the OK magazine, you know what I mean? But at the same time, we see where even when we look at the situation, what's going on in Ireland today, has been going on a very, 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 very long time because of outside intervention within Ireland. You know what I'm saying? Being that in between mediator, you know what I'm saying, and so on. But then you come in and, the British go in there and they just take a piece of territory, put a borderline and tell them that they can't cross back and forth. You know what I'm saying? When Ireland's Ireland, why would you put a borderline between Ireland and wherever it was, and that belongs to Ireland as far what they say. And same thing go with the religion and the Protestant protest group, because the word Protestant really means a protester, you know what I'm saying, in more ways than one. And you have a lot of the IRA, also the Irish Republican, the Irish Republican, the Irish Republican Army, you know what I'm saying, is what they're called, you know what I'm saying? So when we look at the situation and you have creepy Joe Biden and his son going over to Ireland, you know what I'm saying, to push a conservative, demon, democratized type ideology. You know what I'm saying? Many of the Protestants are not going to go with that because you're still forgetting about the atrocities that took place by the hands of the British and probably even America involving themselves in trying to captivate and push the country in this direction. And why is his son continuously traveling with him, going places, you know what I'm saying, and nobody really elected his foolish ass? You know what I'm saying? His father probably put him in a position and he got two nutcases in there, you know what I'm saying, up in our government. But we see President Creepy Joe Biden, he whisses in battle, son Hunter Creepy Biden away. He whisks his in battle son Creepy Hunt whisks his son Creepy, Biden away to Ireland as legal drama mounts. You know what I'm saying? This is coming in by Aaron Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Off the OK, you know what I'm saying? Corral, you know what I mean? But we see Creepy Joe Biden, as we see, appears to be keeping his son close by his side as the bombshell investigation into 53-year-old alleged tax crimes continue. The same thing they said about Trump, didn't it? On Tuesday, April 11th, you know what I'm saying, the 80-year-old, you know what I'm saying, took Hunter Creepy Biden along with sister Valerie Biden Owens or whatever on a 4-day presidential getaway to, guess where? Ireland. As the country celebrates its 25th anniversary of Good Friday, amongst the peace treaty first assigned in 1998. But the peace treaty has been violated in many ways, you know what I'm saying, and it doesn't hold any water. You know what I'm saying? What needs to be done is for the British and America to stay out of Ireland. You know what I'm saying? Be an ally or a support, but stay out of Ireland and Ireland's government, and let Ireland people stand and clear out the situation they have with the different religions and so forth, and even whatever injustice was done, you know what I'm saying, the restitution must be paid. You know what I'm saying? Those that who do these atrocity crimes for all these years, you know what I'm saying, in both sides needs to come to an understanding of, paying back the people and the people who lost so much because of this. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important that, America, stay out of the people business. But early this week, the Creepy Joe Biden family, was spotted leaving from Maryland aboard Air Force One, aboard the Air Force One, and later arrived in Belfast, North Ireland. As we see, when exiting the plane, Creepy Joe Biden was seen speaking with reporters who asked him who was, traveling with him, according to, according to an outlet, the so-called acting president told them just two of my family members who had been there before. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like with them beady eyes he got too, looking like a criminal. Throughout the 4-day tour, you know what I'm saying, we see the Patas is scheduled to meet with United Kingdom Prime Minister, you know what I'm saying, uh, Rishi or whatever his name is, you know what I'm saying. I'm not going to get into the name. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all are violators of the land and the people, as well as the Irish President Michael Higgins. And Michael Higgins seems to have, and I think that people need to watch him very carefully. Right about now, Ireland itself and the Irish people should be watching Mr. Higgins very carefully in his position right now. Because if he's not speaking for Ireland, and the Irish people and the squabble that they had for all these years, then he's full of garbage, just the same. He is also set to speak with a crowd of students at the Frame University. You know what I'm saying? But we know a lot of this is due to them trying to push this conservative measure on the people, you know what I'm saying, in more ways than one. You know what I mean? But we see throughout the 4-day tour, we see a day the president will have an opportunity to engage with political parties of North Ireland he speaks, before he speaks at the, I guess the Ustra or whatever university. Sorry to say the name wrong. And as we've said, he took forward, you know, to the continue. He looked forward. I'm sorry, to continue to engage them as he worked to improve the lives and the livelihood of all community there. U.S. National Security spokesman John Kirby said, "The trip, yeah, okay, as we see, you know what I'm saying, as we see, you know." You know what I mean? In more ways than one, but we see the politicians who, you know what I'm saying, is the son of the Irish mother. I think her name is Catherine, Katrina or whatever, Katrine or whatever. I'm not going to say her name. You know what I'm saying? Biden or whatever has, you know what I'm saying, regularly spoke of his own Irish heritage and past trips to the Emerald Isle. You know what I'm saying? Like so many Americans, Irish heritage. I love Ireland. I was raised in a circumstance where you would have, you know what I'm saying, though my whole family, you would have, my whole family, you know what I'm saying, and so on and so on. We're not going to get into too much of all of that, but we know why the trip is there, to push that conservative, mind frame in many ways, you know what I'm saying? But we see here we have another one coming in, you know what I'm saying, speaking about, I guess, speaking about the 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 long history of the Native American people seems to have come upon the board, you know what I'm saying, in more ways than one. So see, so we see. But we see one coming in here, the historian, this is coming by Sharma, you know, Spakata, you know what I'm saying, Newsbreak contributor, U.S. Today, Newsbreak original, you know what I'm saying, history of the USA, to history of the U.S. You know what I'm saying? The untold story of the ancient origins of the Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? 10 days ago. You know what I'm saying? But the origin of the Native Americans is not an untold story. It's a story that just was never told or suppressed in many ways by their fake ass historians who seem to have a racist groove about their knowledge in order to keep white supremacy at the top of the ladder. That's basically what a lot of it has come from. While you fool off generations and generations, and you get more and more control through the less generations that know the past to those that are going forward in the future. This is what they do. You know what I'm saying? But the origin of the Native Americans are a subject of a great interest and a debate amongst scholars. See? Debate among what's the debate? Scholars and scientists and the general public. For many years, the prevailing theory was the Native Americans arrived in America via a land bridge, you know what I'm saying, that connected Saudi Arabia, and Alaska during the last ice age. However, recent researchers has challenged this theory, suggesting that the Native Americans may have ancient origins in America, predating the arrival of Europeans. Well, we know that. And other outside groups, not Africans though, not Africans. You predate Europeans, maybe, when we look at it. You know what I'm saying? But we see the Native Americans are an indigenous people of North America, you know what I'm saying, including the United States, Canada, and parts of Mexico. So is the Olmec people. They are derived, the Olmec Empire. They derived and comprised of hundreds of distant tribes, each with their own unique culture, language, and history. The term Native American, you know what I'm saying, encompass a wide range of people, including but not limited to the Cherokee, the Navajo, the Sacs, and Apache, Comanche, Iroquois, who wrote the Constitution for them, you know what I'm saying, and many others. The study of Native American origins is a complex and, you know what I'm saying, interdisciplinary disciplinary field, you know what I'm saying, involving genetics, you know what I'm saying, archaeology, you know what I'm saying, linguistics, and other disciplines. You know what I'm saying? One of what discipline they're talking about, I don't know. One of the key challenges in this field is the lack of writing records and other historical documents, which makes it difficult to trace the movement and the origin of the ancient people. However, recent advances and DNA analysts and other scientists and methods have helped to shed new light on the subject. You know what I'm saying? One of the most, you know what I'm saying, intriguing discovery is the recent year, in recent years, is a presence of a unique genetic maker known as the Rigid Gen Standstill Hemophosis or something? It's some kind of DNA test they have now. Amongst Native Americans population, the genetic maker is believed to have, you know what I'm saying, arisen in a group of people who were isolated, you know what I'm saying, in the region, a region that once connected Saudi Arabia and Alaska during the last ice age. Well, yeah, because there probably wasn't so much water. You know what I'm saying? The water had receded, very receded. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one. These people are thought to have migrated southward. There we go, coming out of the south into the Americas around 15,000 years ago. But that's not older than the Africans that were here. Given the rise of the earliest and known Native American population, You know what I'm saying? But we see, you know what I'm saying, they're still lying in more ways than one. That's all I'm going to say to that. You know what I'm saying? We still seeing a lot of lying going on in more ways than one when we look at this, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it's very, 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 very crazy. You know what I'm saying? Even when you look at, in Belfast streets, police discovered paperwork outlining the creepy Joe Biden's security detail. You know what I'm saying? Because you have created enemies in Ireland. They have never treated the Irish people with respect to me and fullness that they are, much less even the Africans. You know what I'm saying? And the Moors and shit been through there as well. So we know, the Irish potato head. You know what I'm saying? So we know that many of them, what I'm saying, seem to have a very, 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 and they should in more ways than one, you know what I mean, because of the simple fact of what they did to the people, you know what I'm saying. Even when you saw that sit on our City Hall on with Sinead O'Connor when she pulled her little stunt, about the Pope or whatever, whatever, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't really necessary, but you know what I'm saying, at the same time, she did that and so on, you know what I mean? But there's a lot of resentment there that needs to be worked out, and you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the Irish people, you know what I'm saying?